patients, families don't have a way to get to where they need to go, and they don't like to use valet for some stupid reason.
Recording you, so watch, you know.
I could say stupid.
Okay, I'm just making sure. You
For
know.
some insane reason, they don't want to use valet, and I'm not sure why, because that would be really easier just to get on the old valet option. But the point is, they need to have places to park. Never park in Graves, Gilbert, because they will tow you in a second. Okay? You're also not supposed to park in the WKU parking facilities, because those are for faculty and staff and students that are actually going into meetings in there. So that's an important concept, and even though hospital employees do park in our parking lot, we can't really do anything about it. So the point is, Jay, you said?
I just said furthest away from hospital.
Jay.
Close as you can to the hospitality house.
So you can drop by there, get a cup of coffee for the walk-in.
And then go to hot yoga right next to it on the other
Right
side.
next to it. But all I want to kind of allude to under the handbook is each week has a clinical focus. So if you pulled up your clinical schedule, so whichever instructor you have, if you pulled that up, it goes through and tells you each day and how many hours, so it's a 9-hour day. We have to accomplish 126 hours before the end of the semester. And so to accomplish that, we are in clinical from 6:45 to 4:15. Now again, I said that we might negotiate, and did you negotiate last time till 4:30? Actually, there's only, I think, one person that chose not to negotiate of the faculty, and that's okay. But the issue is if you adamantly say no, that we're going to end at 4:15, we will end at 4:15, but that means we'll be there all day, the last day that says evaluation day. Otherwise, we'll be there till 1 or 2 that day if we can pick up that extra 15 minutes along the way. Does that make sense? So again, when we break up into groups, that's one of the first things I negotiate is that, and it's not for today's experience, but it's for next week's, because we need to start doing it right away. So again, it's up to the group to do that. So as we get together, each group will make that decision. But we usually like to go out for a little, you know, we take whatever, if you give things to your hospital, we usually send baskets to each unit that allowed us to get our expertise from them. And so in that particular situation, we do the evaluation, we do a couple other little concepts that we have to do, then they take the baskets to the hospital, and then we go and meet and eat. I think that's what everybody typically does that's sitting in this room. And Ms. Doolin hasn't made her experience yet, so we'll see.
We told them we were training them to be nurses, right? We go and eat.
And nurses have to go eat and socialize. That's a part of nursing. So we're trying to make you the full-fledged nurse person.
Another thing I want to add on to that I know some of you do work at the medical center, but if you've got childcare arrangements or anything like that, even if you got out at 4:15, you're going to do good to get through the light by 5 p.m. So
If you're going that
make that plan, okay? Go on and make that plan ahead. And the time that we get out, 4:15, 4:30, it is jam-packed. You're easier to, if you're not from Bowling Green, check with one of us. You're easier to turn, go around by the fire station and go through the light straight instead of trying to turn left, because it backs all the way up to that medical center light about that time.
Or you go around, you go through a bunch of bumpy places and other shopping
It got us
centers.
there.
You do all kinds of wild things. You can dodge people, and there's all kinds of ways to get around it. But anyway, that's why I kind of, when the summer, we do 12-hour shifts. That's what I always did when I did, and that's what you did when you did. I just like to do the 12s. And then we didn't have to worry about any traffic going out. So at 7 o'clock, there's nobody out but us. You know. So what I brought up this particular handbook for is that each week it has obligations for you to meet. And the biggest thing is being prepared when you come. And I know, I'm speaking from being somebody that's been a nurse for 35 years and I'm old, and thank God they've changed a lot of stuff, because I didn't like going in the day before and getting patient assignments and writing all that stuff up all night. So I kind of love this option of going the day and getting assignments that day, picking the patients, working through it. So I love that option, actually, even as a faculty member, I love it. But the point is, it doesn't really give you anything to prepare. And so you come in there, you got to know what the obligations are. So there are objectives for each day. So today there's not a major objective except for orienting. So figure out